Good afternoon. This is Randy Smotone with InvestSharp with your Thursday, October the 29th market update. What a difference a day makes. Stocks are being bought with both hands today. The Dow closed up 200 points to close at 9,962. The economic news this morning of the gross domestic product report being up 3.5% ahead of the 3% forecast, coupled with the overbought conditions, spurred the rally. Jobless claims were basically in line at 530,000, which it's amazing how the market doesn't seem to mind 530,000 people being laid off, but I guess the market's gotten used to it. See, economic reports on deck for tomorrow are the Chicago PMI. The forecast is 48.5, and the consumer sentiment, the forecast is 70. Oil rose over $2.50 today to close at $80 a barrel. The dollar was weaker today, and so we're taking a look at the dollar right now on the UUP. As you can see, it was down today. The dip buying gold and silver continued today. For those of you looking for kind of a low maintenance investment in gold, you can buy the ETF, which is GLD. And for silver, you can buy the ETF SLV. So let's take a look at the GLD. And you see they came right in here and bought that dip. Same with SLV. Came in and bought the dip. I would keep an eye though on this on the silver on this 1575, the green line here. If that is broken, that silver will probably lose another $2. So my target would be down around the 1375 area or so if we lose that support line, which I don't expect us to do, but it could. Same with GLD. If we lose the $100 mark here, we'd probably go down by somewhere around $4. So we'd go down, say, to the 96 or so would be a target, something like that. As I stated earlier, the Dow closed up 200. Let's take a look at the Dow now. You can see that we broke that uptrend line, but now we're pushed right back up through it. We do need to keep an eye on this 9,950. We did close above that today, but it could be an area of some resistance in this area, so let's keep an eye on that 9,950. The S&P closed up over 23 points today. So there's the S&P. Take my Fibonacci off here. And then the NASDAQ closed up almost 38 points. So as I mentioned yesterday, you can start nibbling on some good stocks that you may have been waiting to buy, but I would nibble only at this point. I would buy a partial positions of a quarter of a full position or a third of a full position. So if you're going to buy 100 shares, buy maybe a quarter of that or a third of that at these levels. And you can always buy on another dip of 3 to 5%. See, all sectors finished in the green today. The S&P Insurance Index showed the most strength by closing up over 5%. The weakest sector was the utilities, which was only up 0.77%. So here's a list of some insurance stocks that you might want to take a look at. So I'll leave that up there for a few seconds. The stocks are CISG, symbol XL, symbol TRV, symbol HCC, symbol AWH, symbol LFC, symbol PL, symbol PUK and symbol CHSI. So you might want to take a look at those. Those should be some good insurance stocks for you to take a look at. Let's jump back over. Let's look at the SPX on the 60-minute chart, as I like to do every day. See how that looks. So we've got a little bit here on the 60-minute, right in this area here. So we do have some resistance right here. Let's see if we can overcome that. Of course, now we're creating a lots of resistance on the way up. So let's keep an eye on that. I do like the turn in the nice turn today in the MACD. That looks good. Let's go over and take a look at the VIX. Let's look at the VIX on a, so here's the VIX, here's this come down, this huge run towards the 2950 30 area. Then the huge sell back off today, down 11%. Today was like the last few days never even happened, pretty much. Also wanted to point out the Russell, which I usually don't cover, the Russell 2000, but small caps kind of have been leaders of the rally, it and the NASDAQ, the tech. So I wanted to point out here that here at this 580 level, is some previous was support, now is resistance on the Russell, and we closed right around that level today. So let's keep an eye on that, and I'll have a better comfort level if we can close well above the 580 and actually hold there. Otherwise, this could be an air resistance, so we could turn back over. So of course it'll all depend pretty much on the economic news as it comes out each day. So let's go over and take a look at the current market signals. We follow the point and figure charts for the Dow, the NASDAQ, the S&P. The Dow and the NASDAQ are on sell signals, and the S&P remains on a buy signal. And keep in mind that the price objectives that the point and figure chart projects doesn't always happen. They're not always achieved, but sometimes they are. So otherwise, there was no changes today in price objectives. So that's it for today. Thanks for joining me, and remember to always invest sharp.